to today's class, and I believe you had a great day. You're highly welcome. You're highly welcome. If you're sick, call your friends, call your loved ones. You're going to have a very wonderful time. I'm sure a whole lot of you have been talking about not be, you're so busy, you're getting burnt out, you're getting, your productivity level is reducing. Today's class, we are going to look at some hacks that is actually going to boost your productivity. It's going to boost, and when your productivity is boosted, it's going to affect your results at work. It's going to positively affect your health. It's going to positively affect your mental states. It's going to positively positively impact on your income. So get ready, awesome people. It's going to be awesome and very rich class, and I believe you're ready to have the very best of product, life as a busy person. All right. Now, before we start, let's start with our mantra, a reminder of how important and uncommon we are, the uncommon man. The uncommon man mantra. We are going to take it together. The uncommon man. Now let's take this together. It's from the book written by Thomas Paine, titled Common Sense. And this is an excerpt from that book. He says, I do not choose to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon. If I can, I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dulled by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to barter incentive for a dole. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the stale calm of utopia. I will not trade freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any trait. I love this last chapter or stanza. It's my right, it's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, to enjoy the benefits of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this, with God's help, I have done. Can we take this together? It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, to enjoy the benefits of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this, with God's help, I have done. This is awesome. Just give yourself a pat. Give yourself a pat. Give yourself a pat. You are an uncommon man. an uncommon man. So let's get back to our topic for today. Productivity hacks for a busy lifestyle. Productivity hacks for a busy lifestyle. My name is Enobong Ekarika. We look at this agenda for today. We are going to look at the challenges of a busy lifestyle. We look at the different hacks. We are not dealing with 3 hacks. I'm going to give you 6 hacks. I'm really concerned if I'll be able to cover this class today because it's really in depth. It's really in depth. Each hack is very in depth. We'll try as much. If we don't cover it today, we will have it in our next class, in our subsequent class. So we look at the challenges of a busy lifestyle, why we should, the hacks now, the different hacks, takeaways, call to action. This is me, but first of all, I'll need to ask you again. Are you struggling, to keep up with a packed schedule? You know, do you want to learn how to boost your productivity without feeling overwhelmed? Today's class is very interesting because we are going to be sharing practical hacks and strategies that will help you make the most of your time. And in today's class, you're going to learn a lot. We look at effective techniques for prioritizing your tasks. We look at how to overcome procrastinations. We look at simple but powerful productivity hacks to implement immediately. You're welcome once again. So let me introduce myself. My name is Enobong Ekarika. I am a productivity coach and I've been a speaker with more than 10 years experience, in helping professionals and individuals to improve their efficiency and achieve their goals. I'm also an author of a book titled 33 Biggest Mistakes People Make Before and After Retirement. 33 biggest mistakes people make with their finances before and after retirement. And I am passionate about sharing practical solutions for busy professionals, and I believe that anyone can create a productive lifestyle with the right tools and mindsets. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now let's look at our next slide. It says, an anonymous said, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. To be productive, no matter how busy you are as a professional, you must take care of yourself first. And these are the things we are discussing in today's class. How to take care of yourself first and still be very productive despite how busy you are. Now, just like the anonymous said, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. Now, what are the challenges of a busy lifestyle? What are the challenges people face? We are going to look at some common challenges people face, busy executives face at all times, busy professionals, you're in the sales, whatever profession you are, these are common challenges that you face. Number one is when you have an overwhelming to-do list. Okay, that means that you have endless tasks that seem impossible to complete. And two, you say lack of focus is a challenge because there's difficulty concentrating due to constant distractions. Then procrastination is also a challenge when you see yourself putting off important tasks in favor of easier activities. Then balancing work and personal life. This is where you as a professional, you're struggling to manage your professional responsibilities while maintaining a fulfilling personal life is a challenge that is very, very common. And then time management challenge, that's another challenge which comes through, poor planning leading to wasted time or rushed deadlines. Now let's look at the next common challenges professionals face. Another challenge professionals face is constant interruptions. This could be distraction from phone calls, from messages, from even unplanned meetings can bring about constant interruption and is actually a challenge to you, a professional. Another one is feeling burned out. This is where you feel exhausted due to overworking and lack of rest. And then multitasking. This is when you're trying to juggle multiple tasks, and this will always lead to reduced productivity. Then there's lack of motivation. That is difficulty finding that drive to complete tasks. And then number 10 is ineffective prioritization. When you struggle to identify which tasks are most important, it always leads to inefficient use of your time. Those are common challenges of a busy lifestyle. Now, these challenges often hinder productivity, making it essential to adopt effective strategies to overcome them. That's why we are going to look at it. But before then, let us look at what this quotes by Robin Sharma. He says, time management is life management. If you can manage your time, you can manage your life. Time management is life management. That's one of the productivity hacks for you, a busy professional. Now let's look at the importance of productivity. Why is productivity important? Why does it matter? Number one is reduce stress level. When you're productive, it will help you to manage workloads. It will always lead to reduce stress and anxiety. Number two is increase work satisfaction. When you're productive, you'll be able to complete your tasks efficiently, and this will bring a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction to your work. And then number three, you have more time for personal activities. Very important, because being productive means that you finish your tasks faster and you have more time for hobbies, for families, and for relaxation. And then for your career, okay, number five, let's go to the next slide. Okay, we talked about improved quality of work. Number four, focused productivity often leads to better results because tasks are done with more attention to details. Let's go to the next slide. Still on why productivity matters: career growth, better time management, healthy work-life balance, like we said, improved quality of life. Higher productivity often results in recognition and opportunities for what? Career growth. When you're more productive, you'll be able to recognize opportunities for career growth and advancement, and you'll be able to take advantage of them. Better time management. Understanding productivity techniques helps you to make the most out of every day, and it will always help you to avoid time wasting. Then healthy work-life balance. Effective productivity will always allow you to achieve goals at work, even while still having time for your personal work, personal well-being. Like there's a common saying, work smarter, not harder. This productivity hacks we are discussing today is to help you work smarter and not harder. And productivity is not just about doing more, okay? It's about doing what matters efficiently to lead a balanced, fulfilling life. Now we are going to the different productivity hacks now. But before then, let's take this quote by Betsy Jacobson. The quote says, balance is not better time management, but better boundary management. Balance is not better time management, but better boundaries management. Now let's get to our productivity hacks. This is the meat of the matter. Hack 1: prioritize effectively. All right, good people, we are back with our hacks, productivity hacks. Hack 1 is prioritize effectively. We are going to look at Eisenhower matrix. How can you prioritize effectively for better productivity? Then we have the ABCD method. We have the method called Eat That Frog. Then we have the 80-20 rule, also called Pareto principle. We have the Moscow method. Still under prioritizing effectively, we'll look at ranking tasks by deadline, the Ivy League method, the MITs, that's most important tasks, then time versus value assessment, time quadrant by Stephen Covey's time management matrix. So let's take it from the first, the Eisenhower matrix. Please, I need you to also take it as a personal assignment to, to look more, study more on this matrix and use it. For instance, now the Eisenhower matrix, in this matrix, what happens is that you divide tasks into 4 categories. The 4 categories are urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and number 4, not urgent and not important. When you can divide your tasks into those 4 categories, you will be able to take advantage of the urgent and important tasks first, before you now look at the important but not urgent, and then the urgent but not important tasks. So taking advantage of Eisenhower matrix is very important. Now look at this picture on our slide. When it's urgent and important, we said do it now. When it's urgent and important, do it now. But when it's not urgent but important, you can decide maybe to schedule a time to do it. But if it is urgent but not important, you can decide to delegate and then delete if it is not urgent and not important. Let's look at the ABCD method. With the ABCD method is that assign each task a letter, okay, based on its priority. That means that the ones you assign letter A are the one that must be done, highest priority. B, should do, important but not urgent. C, nice to do. Okay, no significant consequence if not done. D, delegate. That means tax someone, that is tax that someone else can handle. And then E, eliminate. That means tax that don't need to be done. And this will always force you to categorize and prioritize your tax based on their importance. There's this interesting book titled Eat That Frog. Eat That Frog by Brain Tracy. Please buy that book. Buy that book, Eat That Frog. What do you mean by that? Start your day by tackling the most important, or the most challenging or the most important tasks first. Start with the most challenging or the most important tasks first. Then we have the 80-20 rule, also called the Pareto principle. Now, what do you mean by that? Focus on the 20% of tasks that yield 80% of your result. Focus on those ones. Then this will help you to identify and prioritize high impact tasks, maximizing your productivity. Then we have the Moscow method. That means that you categorize your tasks into MOSCOW. M is must have. M must have, but now we are removing the O. That's why the letter O are in small letters. Okay, S should have, C could have, and W won't have, or at least for now. Let's take it again. A should have, must have. No, M must have, S should have, C could have, W won't have. Now let's look at the next ways, the next hacks under hack 1 to prioritize effectively. Rank tasks by deadline. Rank tasks by deadline. How do we do that? List your tasks in order of their deadlines to ensure that you focus on tasks that are more time sensitive, okay, before you do others. Focus on those ones first. The Ivy Lee method, at the end of each day, the Ivy Lee method says, at the end of each day, write down the 6 most important tasks for tomorrow and rank them in order of importance. That means it's going to help you start the next day with the top tasks. The purpose is that it encourages focus on a few important tasks rather than an overwhelming list. MIT, what do you mean by MIT? Most important tasks. Now, what do you mean by that? For the MIT, identify 3 most important tasks each day that contribute significantly to your goals. And then the purpose is that it helps to ensure that you prioritize your work, not just for short-term result, but for long-term result achievement. Then time versus value assessment. Time versus value assessment. Please hold on while we solve this problem. Time versus value assessment. This will help you to evaluate your tasks based on how much value they provide. Okay, you're able to evaluate your tasks based on how much value they provide compared to the time they take. That means that you should prioritize high value, okay, low time tasks. Prioritize high value, low time tasks. And then we have the time quadrant by Stephen Covey. Okay, Stephen Covey's time management matrix. It is similar to the Eisenhower matrix. Categorize your tasks into 4 quadrants. That is urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and not urgent and not important. Now, what's the purpose of all of this? The purpose is that using these techniques will help you to prioritize effectively, making sure that you focus on what truly matters and manage your time effectively. Let's go to hack 2. But before then, let's take this quote by Hillary Clinton. It says, "Don't confuse having a career with having a life." I love this quote. I love this quote. I've seen a lot of people in the name of having a career, they don't have a life again. But Hillary Clinton is telling us, don't confuse having a career with having a life. Now let's get to hack 2, overcoming procrastination. These are, we are going to look at strategies to beat procrastination. We are going to look at strategies to beat procrastination. Number 1 is Pomodoro technique. What do we mean by Pomodoro technique? For Pomodoro technique, it means that you set a timer anytime you're working. Just set a timer to work for 25 minutes, and then it's followed by 5 minutes break. Just keep repeating the cycle, keep repeating the cycle. Set a timer for 25 minutes of focused work. Mainly after that, you take a 5-minute break. After the 5-minute break, you go back to 25 minutes of focused work. After that 5 minutes break, just take that, repeat that cycle. It will help you to break tasks into manageable chunks and making it easier to start and maintain focus. Number 2 way you can beat procrastination is to break tasks into smaller steps. Break tasks into smaller steps. How do we do that? Divide large, intimidating tasks into smaller and more manageable actions. Then, number 3, set clear deadlines. Set clear deadlines. What do you mean by that? Assign specific deadlines to assign specific deadline to tasks, even if they don't have one. Assign specific deadline to tasks. Very important. Number 4 is the 2-minute rule. What do we mean by the 2-minute rule? These are strategies to overcome procrastination. And that strategy is, if it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Okay, this will help you tackle small tasks right away, preventing them piling up. Then we have use rewards. Please reward yourself. Reward yourself after completing a task, such as enjoying a favorite snack or taking a short break. It will always help to create that positive reinforcement, make it more likely that you take action. Let's look at more on overcoming procrastination. Number 6 is visualize the outcome. Visualize the outcome. Have a big picture. Have the big picture. Picture the positive outcome of completing that task, okay? Or the negative consequence of not doing it. Have a picture of it on your mind. And then have an accountability partner. Okay? Have an accountability partner. Share your goals with a friend or a colleague who will help to hold you accountable. This will create a sense of accountability and encourage you to stay on track. Number 8, time yourself. Time yourself. Set a timer for a short period, like 10 to 15 minutes, to work on a task with no distraction. How does this help? This will often help you to get started in the with the hardest part, and it will help to speed up your work. 9, identify and remove distractions. Eliminate distractions like social media, unnecessary tabs, or noisy environment while working. This will help you to create a focused environment, making it easier to start and stay engaged. Then 10, use positive self-talk. Use positive self-talk. Replace negative thoughts like I can't do this, with positive affirmations like I'm capable, I can get this done. It will always help to build that confidence and reduce the mental barriers that lead to procrastination. Thank you, Aggie, Wonder, God's own, for joining us in class. You're highly appreciated. Now let's get to hack 3. This is a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. He says, the future depends on what you do today. The future depends on what you do today. That's a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. Now let's look at hack 3. Utilize time blocking. This is very, very important. Utilizing time blocking. Now, what is time blocking and how do we use time blocking? What's the benefit of time blocking? And we also look at some examples of time blocking. Okay? Time blocking is when is a planning method. Time blocking is a planning method that involves dividing your day into specific blocks of time, each dedicated to completing a particular task or activity. This will always help you to focus your work on important tasks without interruptions, and it will always help you to minimize multitasking. Now, how do you use time blocking? Number 1 is list all your tasks for the day. That's number 1, or week. Number 2, allocate specific time slot for each task based on priority and estimated duration. Number 3, block off time for breaks, self-care, and buffer periods for unexpected events. And number 4, stick to the schedule as closely as possible to build a consistent routine. Now, what are the benefits of time blocking? It will help you to increase focus. There will be increased focus. It will help, it also brings about improved time management. Then reduce procrastination. And another benefit of time blocking is that it always brings about work-life balance. Let's look at examples of time blocking. Number 1, morning blocking. You can say, okay, morning block. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. you do focus work on a particular project. Mid-morning, 10 a.m. to 10:30, you take your break or check your emails. Late morning, 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., you continue your project. Then afternoon, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. meetings. So this helps you to block time for specific projects, for specific jobs and specific deliverables. Let's go to hack 3. Hack 4. Minimize distractions. Minimize distractions. Let's look at some tips to stay focused on your work. Some tips to help you minimize distractions and stay focused are: create a dedicated workspace. That means that designate or design a specific area for work that is free from distractions. Limit your digital distractions. Turn off non-essential notifications on your phones and computers. Then use focus app. We have apps that helps you focus. There are some apps called Forest. Forest is a very important app. It's called is a focus app. Also use app like Focus at Will, and also use app like Stay Focused. It will help you to block distracting websites, and it always help you to enhance your concentration and productivity. Then set boundaries with others. Set boundaries with others. That's another way you can minimize distraction. And establish a routine. Develop a consistent daily routine to signal when it's time to work and when it's time to relax. Let's get to the next slide. Strategies to stay focused. Number 6, take regular breaks. Take regular breaks. You should have time for regular break. Schedule short breaks to recharge, just like we talked about the Pomodoro technique. Very, very important. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Incorporate mindfulness or meditation into your activities throughout the day. It will help you to improve your focus and reduce stress. Then organize your digital workspace. Keep your desktop, your files, and email inbox organized. It will help you to reduce visual clutter. And then use headphones or music. I do that a lot. I do that a lot. By listening to instrumental music, there's what we call white noise or natural sound while working. It helps to block out background noise. Now, let's take it again. By listening to instrumental music, there's what we call white noise. Investigate about it, or nature sounds while working will always help you to block out background noise. Then limit multitasking. Very important. Now, by minimizing distractions, you can create a focused work environment that allows you to maintain your concentration and enhance your productivity and accomplish your goals more effectively. Let's go to the next hack. But before then, let's take this quote by Audre Lorde. Audre Lorde. He says, self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Very important. Now let's look at hack 5, automate and delegate. We are going to look at automation tools and ways to delegate. We have task automation tools, we have scheduling tools, we have email management tools. Use them to automate your jobs. It will make your life easier, it will make your job easier. Now let's quickly look at some automation tools. Like task automation tools, we have tools like Zapier, task tools like IFTTT. It will help you automate repetitive tasks across different applications. This will always help you to save time. We have scheduling tools like Calendly or Doodly. It will help you to automate your meetings, and make it very, very easy. Email management tools like Boomerang or Sandbox will help you automate your email sortings and follow-ups. Then we have project management softwares, tools like Trello, tools like Asana or Monday.com. They can help you automate task and assignment, tracking, and your deadlines. Then we have social media tools too, like Hootsuite or Buffer. They help you to automate your social media posting and engagement. And then document automation. There are tools like DocuSign or PandaDoc. These tools will help you to delegation. To delegate, what do? Identify tasks to delegate. Special thanks to Engineer Nkwa for joining us. We appreciate you for joining us. Now, for delegation, we say identify tasks to delegate. Identify tasks, that means you shouldn't do everything. Determine tasks that others can do effectively, such as administrative duties, data entry, or routine tasks. Delegate it. Choose the right person. So select team members or assistants based on their skills and availability. Then number three, provide clear instructions. Clearly communicate expectations, deadlines, and resources needed for the delegated tasks. And then trust your team. Trust your team. Don't micromanage. Allow your team members that autonomy to complete tasks without micromanaging. And then follow up and provide feedback. Then evaluate and adjust. There's this quote by L.R. Nost. He says, taking care of yourself doesn't mean me first, it means me too. Taking care of yourself doesn't mean me first, it means me too. Very important, very, very important. Now let's look at hack 6. Practice self-care. Practice self-care. We'll quickly look at impact of health on productivity, enhanced focus, sustained energy levels, and improved work-life balance. And improved work-life balance. Please, self-care is very important. That's why I love this quote. It says, taking care of yourself doesn't mean me first. It means me too. Now let's quickly break it down. Awesome people. Why is self-care important? Why is it crucial? Let's quickly look at impact on your health. Impact of health on productivity. Poor physical health can lead to fatigue, leads to illness, and decreased energy levels, directly impacting your ability to do what? To focus and perform tasks effectively. And then your mental health, stress, anxiety, and burnout can diminish your motivation and creativity, hindering overall productivity. Then cognitive function. Regular self-care enhances cognitive function, improving your memory and decision-making and problem-solving skills. Then also enhanced focus. There will be enhanced focus and clarity, sustained energy levels, and like we said, improved work-life balance. So let's look at some simple self-care habits that we can incorporate daily. Some simple self-care habits that we can incorporate daily. Number one here, we said drink plenty of water throughout the day to maintain your energy levels and concentration. Then spend a few minutes each day engaging in mindfulness exercises or meditations to reduce stress and enhance focus. Then prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night to help you recharge your body and mind. And then take regular breaks, incorporate short breaks into your work routine to rest and recharge, improving your overall productivity. More simple self-care habits are that you should incorporate daily are engage in physical activity. engage in physical activity. How do you do that? Incorporate at least 30 minutes of exercise into your day, whether it's through walking, yoga, or gym workout. Do that. Then eat nutritious meals. Spend a few minutes each day engaging in mindfulness exercises or meditation. It will help to reduce stress and enhance your focus. Set boundaries. Learn to say no to tasks that overwhelm you and prioritize your own well-being. Next is set boundaries. Spend quality time with friends and families. Okay, we talked about set boundaries. Next is connect with loved ones. Connect with loved ones. Spend quality time with friends and family to foster that emotional well-being and support. Let's go to the next slide. How do we increase our energy levels? We are going to look at the importance of sleep and rest. The importance of sleep and rest. The importance of sleep and rest. Number one is restorative functions of sleep. Sleep is essential for physical and mental restoration. It allows your body to repair itself and rejuvenate. And then, what's the recommended sleep duration? For me, I would say, depending on sleep is not just about the quantity, but the quality. If 4 hours of sleep can give you quality sleep, that is fine. If you need 7 hours of sleep to have a quality sleep, that is fine. If you need 10 hours of sleep, no. 10 hours will be too much. 10 hours will be too much. Let's say just aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night to help you optimize your performance and health. Then signs of sleep deprivation are difficulty concentrating, irritability, fatigue, and decreased productivity. These are common signs that indicate that you need more sleep. Then strategies for better sleep. Create that relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Now, this interesting quote says, self-care is how you take your power back. This is a quote by Lala Delia. Self-care is how you take your power back. That means good people prioritize self-care. How do you increase your energy levels? Eat healthy. Eat healthy. It will help to build a sustained energy. That means ensure you eat balanced diet. Ensure you have a regular meal timing. Eat at regular intervals. Then stay hydrated. Staying hydrated is crucial for optimal energy levels because dehydration can lead to fatigue and decreased cognitive function. And then avoid sugary foods and drinks. Yes, while sugary snacks and beverages can provide that quick energy boost, they often lead to a crash later. That means you should avoid sugary foods and drinks. Now let's look at this. Incorporating physical activity into your routine. Very important. You need to incorporate physical activity to get more productive. Physical activity is so important. Find the right activity. You don't need to do what your friends are doing. Do what is good for you. Do what is perfect for your system. Okay? Now, what are the quick benefits? Physical activities will always increase blood flow. It will improve oxygen delivery to your brain and muscles and will always enhance your energy and productivity. That means exercises will always release the hormones called endorphins. These are boosting mood and reducing stress. Now, to find the right activities, choose activities you enjoy, whether it's walking or running or cycling or dancing. Just pick something. Just pick a good exercise activities and make it a regular part of your routine. Set realistic goals. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity, aerobic activity per week, okay, along with muscle strengthening activities and all of that. Incorporate movement into your daily life, and stretching and mindfulness practice are very key. Now, when you prioritize sleep, maintain healthy eating habits, and incorporate physical activities into your routine, you can significantly increase your energy levels, and this will surely improve your productivity and enhance your overall well-being. Let's get to the next slide. Achieving a better work-life balance. Very important to achieve, setting and achieving a better work-life balance. Set boundaries between your personal and your work and personal life. Establish clear work hours. We've discussed that. Create a designated workspace. Use technology mindfully. Prioritize your personal time and learn to say no. And learn to say no. Now, this quote is very interesting by Stephen Covey. He says, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Let's take it again. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Very crucial, very, very important. These are ways you can achieve a better work-life balance. Practice mindfulness and stress reduction techniques. There's what we call mindfulness meditation. Deep breathing exercises is very important. Breathing with your mouth, with your nose, and breathe out with your mouth. Like, if you can engage in deep breathing exercises, it will help to reduce stress maximally in your life. Engage in progressive muscle relaxation. Have a gratitude journal, and then mindful movement, very important. Delegate tasks, like we said, we've talked about this. And if I task to delegate, choose the right people, use support systems, join groups or communities, practice self-compassion. Now, let's take very few questions. We'll take just 3 questions. Let's take this question. How can I delegate tasks without feeling guilty? How can I delegate tasks without feeling guilty? Now, the answer is that you should understand that delegation is a strength, not a weakness. It allows you to focus on higher priority tasks while empowering others. That means communicating your reasons for delegating and the benefits it brings to the team or family is very important. It is by communicating. How can I delegate tasks without feeling guilty? Number one, know the importance, know the impact of that delegation, and then communicate your reasons to the persons, communicate your reasons to your family. They'll be able to understand. Let's take the second question. What are some practical ways to minimize distractions in a home office? What are some practical ways to minimize distraction in a home office? The practical ways, there are so many. We've talked about it. We've discussed a lot about it. Create a dedicated workspace. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Use tools like website blockers And also communicate your work hours to family members. It will help to minimize interruptions during focused work time. I hope we've had value. Please put in the chat box value. If you've had value, put in the chat box value. Thank you so much, awesome people. We really appreciate your time with us today, learning on the productivity hacks for busy people. You can connect with me on Facebook, Enobong Ekarika, email enobongekarika1@gmail.com, Instagram, Enobong Ekarika. Thank you, and do have a blessed day.